It's Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation, sponsored by the Georgia Hemp Company. And I got my second guest for Music to Smoke To episode tonight, man. My man Seddy Hendrix. Oh, he got the. Is that a real Runts pack too?
Yeah, that's the real jokes up.
Hold on. Why somebody pushed up on me about last week at 5 points? Walked up on me and said, "Bro, I got them Runts for you." I was like, "Nigga, you don't get the fuck in 5 points."
No
of that
flexing
shit.
on the real deal. It's the real deal.
That's the real deal right there. That's what my man breaking down right now. He pulled out a pack of them white Runts, man. All right, so I got my boy Seddy Hendrix in the building, man. We about to get into his music life, his weed life, and a whole lot more, man.
Yes, sir.
Before we roll into that, let us know who is Seddy Hendrix.
Seddy Hendrix is better known as Sed from Jacksonville, Florida, 904, Duval County.
Word.
Cutthroat Magnolia. You know what I'm saying? And I got a record I just dropped called LowKey. It's going real 8 right now.
Yeah, we gonna get into that low-key shit too. My man out here giving tips for the he out here giving tips and shit, man.
Keep it low key.
Let's talk about how you got into music in the first place, man. Like what led you to music as far as that's what you knew you wanted to do?
To be honest, I always loved music, but I never wanted to be a rapper. Like I used to pick on rappers. Like, you feel me? It's crazy as that sound. Like I ain't never want to be no rapper. But certain street I can cuss on it.
Yeah, we can smoke.
Certain street shit kept going on, and certain things kept happening, and I felt as if niggas was born in the city and they was lying in their music. They was faking. So I was like, fuck it, I'm really living like that. So I started rapping 3 years and 6 months ago. Like I just started rapping.
Yo, 3 years and 6 months ago. My man got it down like he just walked out. So who are some of your music influences, and like what anybody you listen to helped you kind of form the sound that you got?
A lot. DMX, Andre 3000, Future, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, 21.
That's a jump.
A Boogie. It's a lot. The list goes on.
Yeah.
Lucci, Thugger.
That's what's up, man. And speaking of sounds, man, for those who haven't heard, because I'm pretty sure you jump, we can catch you from one track to another, and nothing necessarily all blends together. It just sounds the same. Describe your sound for those who haven't heard you yet, and what separates you from other acts right now.
I'm thug passion music, soulful music. You feel me? Like real pain music. Like you gotta sit. I got that turn up shit too. Everything, all that does. But my soul entirement is like soulful music, real music. You gonna learn something. You gonna want to go get some money. And you gonna learn something.
Word, man. What made you want to come through with that hook for it, man? The thug passion, the soulful music, that type thing. Cause
I don't got the bouncy shit. I got the bouncy shit, but like I don't. I'm a reality rapper.
Okay.
Like everything I rap about, every song, it either done happened, it just happened, or I'm picturing it. And my manager Joe is my witness. It either like I only rap about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going through, so it can be relatable as possible. Yeah. Cause everybody say they want to hear new music, but to be honest, people want to hear something they already know. They're like original to you. Feel me?
Yeah, of course.
You can know
people gravitate to shit that reminds them of something they already heard, which is why it's so easy for rappers now. You can take a whole beat from like 10 years ago, man, throw it out like it's brand new, but it's not brand new. I just remember the shit. Make me want to jam into it again. Yeah, man. So, speaking of music and speaking of where you from, Florida has rolled out a ton of artists who have really helped kind of shape the South and kind of shape hip hop, from Rick Ross to Luke Campbell's, JT Money's, Poison Clans, all them, man. Talk to us about Florida, the influence that Florida actually has on hip hop and how it influenced you.
Well, I feel like Florida has a big impact on hip hop because the whole South got an impact, but Florida and besides the Miami Nights and the Orlando and all that, Florida is a pain state. You feel me? Like it's deeper than just the other side, all the lights, Disney World and all that. Yeah. Like Florida really represents that struggle. I feel like that grind, that shine. Like that Florida represents you. If you want to shine, you gotta grind. Like that's the grind and shine state.
So I think you hit a nail on the head too. Like when you think of Florida, you think of probably Miami. Next thing you probably think of is Orlando. Yeah. And really, I feel like people jump over other cities. Like like Tampa Tony, another one. Like Tampa Tony was dope coming out of Tampa, but it's like it wasn't Miami Tony. You feel me? Like do you feel like that's kind of a stigma that you got to face going through Florida too? That Jacksonville is known, but it's not Miami known when it comes to the hip hop.
No, I think Duval on the mountain right about now. I feel like Jacksonville is known, but speaking on the past, yeah, you're right. Like it was weird coming from that city, like, cause you gotta understand, like Florida, bro, really, bro, is a like I say, the grind and shine state, but it's kind of hard to explain, bro. Like Florida's just like, it's Florida, bro. Like just how like bro was talking about Mississippi.
Yeah.
Like how Mississippi people don't get the recognition of Mississippi.
Yeah.
You don't know how people come. Florida people don't try like to give us the recognition of knowing that we really put out some beasts.
Factuals, man.
Like everybody that you listen to nowadays, bro, done got their whole swag and flow from Florida.
Hey, you know it was real trap? Cardi B made a whole hit based off a dude from Florida. The nigga Kodak Black. He made a whole hit record.
Nother, you feel me?
Whole hit record. Yeah.
Whole career.
Whole ran with it too, man. So you know, I know you
shout out Cardi B.
You created a dope buzz for yourself. Yeah, shout out Cardi. You created a dope buzz for yourself through the mixtape scene, and you know, what I'm saying and hustling like that to the point where it actually did catch on with bigger names. You know, what I'm saying to where you found yourself with Atlantic and with Generation Now.
Yeah.
When did the point that Cannon and them realized that they had a talent in Florida that they need to tap to?
Well, to be honest, Cannon and OG and them got on me when I got out of jail. Like this time I got out of jail. To be honest, my Uncle Quan, you feel me? When I got out, moved up here. When I moved up here, I met Joe.
Okay.
Joe took me out of Studio 12 and introduced me to Cannon Drama and all them, and it went from there. Like everything just bled out from there. So when they heard about me, they loved it instantly, and we just ran with it.
Yeah. What's it like working over there? Because like I mentioned with my man Horton prior, you know, I've heard that it could be issues with artists when it comes to working with another artist. But in this realm, you working with acts like DJs who actually, you know, carved out a whole nother lane for themselves. Yeah. What's it like working with somebody who is, you know what I'm saying, a star in their own right, you know?
Who, you talking about Drama?
Yeah, with Drama. Yeah.
To be honest, it's fun. It's like a learning experience. I learn something every day. Like I know that this is an older version of what I'm finna be in, music-wise, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like working with him ain't nothing but lessons and learning.
Yeah, so your latest single, LowKey. Yeah, I was bumping that right before you got in here.
It's hot as a motherfucker.
Hey, we just
you see me over there, I keep.
Yeah, then we just cut the fans off, man.
It's all good.
Yo,
my fans think I'm smoking dope or some shit. Wipe my motherfucking nose, wipe my motherfucking face.
Nah, bro, he just hot. It ain't the dope. My man's just hot, and I feel him. I came inside, I was like, it's hot. Yesterday it was cold as a bitch up in this bitch.
I wish I was him.
Oh, I walked up in here today and I was like, damn, is it back like being outside?
It's all good.
Yeah,
I'm thinking what I'm.
But let's get into LowKey, because I was bumping that before you got in here, and like I was tripping on the tips and all that shit. I'm like, this nigga really went all the way in, man. Let's talk about this LowKey record though. Like, what made you come up with that one, and was that a true story or what's that about?
To be honest, LowKey is it's a true story for everybody, because I know everybody done been through it, but I personally ain't, you know, feel me, went through it. Yeah. I just know how it be. You feel me? You can't lie to me. Like, I was raised by 3 females, so I know, like, I've been put up on game. I already know how I go.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But LowKey came, like, shit, just knowing how these hoes rock. Really knowing how it be, like, you feel me? These girls be putting on, man. We having saying they're in love. We got a side nigga, a food nigga, a car nigga.
Look, they listen to the same rap songs we listen to.
Exactly.
They've been paying game.
Exactly.
They've been paying attention to
the
game.
They play it better.
Yeah, man. Look, every time a chick listen to Future, I be wondering what you listening to. It's like Future putting you onto a ton of shit you probably shouldn't know about.
For sure.
You know, but you didn't just put us on with the lyrics, man. You actually went online and you actually gave people some tips on how to keep it low key, man.
5 ways.
Yeah, what's your 5 ways to keep it low key?
5 ways. My five ways to keep it low key. Like the first one, you can't tell nobody. You feel me? You can't tell nobody, because if you tell somebody that you feel me,
that's already not low key.
It ain't low key no more. Like you can't tell the homies nobody, because she ain't gonna want to give you the push no more. You feel me? Like number 2, I say like
it's real though.
No stressing. Because the moment you go to stressing about the shit, it ain't low key no more.
Nah,
you feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? The main overall thing is to keep this shit low key. You feel me? All right, so now boom, the third one. What the third one is? No feelings. You can't go spending no money. You can't go getting deep involved.
Look, we ain't no Drake record.
You is a side piece, in this. You feel me? So it ain't none of that. No feelings. And then the 5th one is just keep it low key. Because if you do all 4, then the 5th one just gonna fall right into place.
Yo, that's like gospel. That's it. Like everything just fall into place. You keep it low key.
Yeah, keep it low key.
That's what's up, man. Well, I want people to not take that advice so hard, because I don't want y'all to blame CashColorCannabis and blame Seddy Hendrix because y'all can't keep it low key. Because you know the first thing somebody want to do is say, "Yeah, I ain't gonna say shit," and then next thing you know, they in a whole DM chat group. They letting the whole story go. Letting the whole story go, man.
Wow.
So I see you over here rolling that good, man. You got the white runts in the. Was that an Afronto?
Nah, this is a backwood.
Okay, you got the white runts in the backwood, man. When was the first time you smoked?
12.
12 years old?
I was 12.
You know what? Florida people get into it early, man. Y'all Florida dudes. There's a reason why they say Florida man. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all get into shit early.
Grow up early.
Yeah, man. So you...
Everything. Trenches out, yeah. The 13 slugged up, tatted over the baby mama.
Factual. Factuals, nigga.
Shit, real.
Slugged up, tatted up with a baby mama. Got...
I've been to juvie 3-4 times. Done did juvie out really. Shit, real.
Telling shit, got bad credit, all that shit. 13. Nigga, 13 years old.
Smoking post. Talking about, let me get the show, big bro.
Yeah, talking about hella stress, man. Out here fixing cars.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, that's really... That's crazy. So you was smoking pretty early, man. Have you ever thought about why you smoke? Like how it helps you, or if it helps you any way or nothing like that, or is it just a recreational thing
It
for you?
got to the point now.
Yep.
I love getting high. I love the feeling. It opens you up, creativity. It opens
Boom.
the third eye. But at the same time, I think it I got to the point where I just love. I done got into the habit of smoke, like doing this.
Yeah.
It ain't even too much about just like I gotta stay.
You doing something with your hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You doing something with your hands? That's lit.
If you think about it, think everybody who's smoking here, bro. Like you really don't smoke. You smoke a lot. It's not even just about the weed. It's the fact you gotta stay rolling something. You used to just smoking. You used to just putting no homo. Just smoke. Put something in your mouth.
It's part of your experience now. It's part of what you do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's why it's kind of hard for people to kind of break the mold. Like, I'm not somebody who could vape. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like rolling up.
I get why people vape, bro. That shit look like it's. We already fucking that shit. It look like you just inhaling a whole bunch of bullshit.
Shit, let me tell you. So I put a couple of my coworkers onto that shit. They be up in work. Niggas just hitting the whole vape pipe. But I can't do it. Like you said, I have an experience when it comes with tree. I like breaking it down, like the way it feel when I'm crunching it up. Like me just hitting a vape pen, it ain't the same thing. Like you're gonna get higher, but it ain't the same. You need a lighter?
Yes, sir.
It ain't the same thing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So it helps you with the creativity too.
Yeah, that weed help me with creativity, help me create, help me think. You know what I'm saying? It really helped.
Word. So let's say you in the studio and you trying to come up with a song. What's your go-to strain for helping you kind of get that creativity, or do you have one?
I got my own weed on the way, Hindu Hendrix.
But what? Hindu Hendrix?
Hindu Hendrix, but I would do wedding cake or some cookie.
All right, cookies always is always a good go-to.
Or do-si-do.
Do-si-do too. Yeah, baby. Do-si-do too. Do-si-do too. I'm not a wedding cake person. Like I know people like it. To me, it feel like
Luigi OG that fire too. Luigi.
I ain't heard that Luigi OG.
That Luigi put you to sleep.
I feel like I haven't. You know,
that
I know
Luigi putting you to sleep.
That's how I feel about wedding cake. To me, it's like if I feel too light with it.
I like that heavy high. Like I like to be like dang heavy,
Yeah.
slump, eyes red, stank his head when I walk. Smell like straight gas, like slump.
Done, nigga.
You feel me?
So I feel you. So if Seddy in the studio and he say, yo, I need some bud, and somebody hear that on live, come through with the do-si-do, come through with the wedding cake, come through with the Luigi OGs. If you got that Hindu Hendrix, you might have the real plug. Like, talk to us about that. Like, what made you come up with that?
Shout
Hindu
out my boy
Hendrix?
Neff the Pharaoh out there in the Bay putting on. Shout out my boy, my brother Peasy. Shout out Trench Runner Pooty. You feel me? Shout out the whole Bama and the whole West Coast. But Neff and my brother OMB Peasy is what got me in the one to get my own weed. Okay. They got the OMB Peasy and they got the hot chew, so I'm finna have the Hindu Hendrix.
We gotta get Peasy on next, man. We ain't had Peasy come through this
Shout out Mobile. Real project, baby.
Factuals, man. So what's coming up next? Like I know you just dropped the single. Like is there gonna be a full album we gonna see soon?
Yeah, I can't speak. Just know I got another single on the way.
Okay.
I got another single on the way, and that be called Dead Homies. That may be on the tape. I ain't gonna speak on no more. I said too much.
You said too much, man. Well, we know so we know this. We know music is coming. Mm-hmm. We know a new single coming. He ain't giving us no dates though. So what you gotta do is just follow my man and make sure you keep in touch with him so you can know what's coming up and you can know when it's dropping. Long story short.
For sure, and it's coming too. Roots too.
That's what's up, man. So when it's all said and done, what do you want to be remembered for the most when it comes to the rap?
That I never fabricated. You learned something, and you feel me. You understood what pain is. I gave you real pain. You was able to be able to say, I felt his pain. You feel me? You learned something, and I felt his pain.
Word, man.
Like you go away with that.
So I totally appreciate you coming through and blessing us with that. That's definitely good smoke. I'm gonna have to hit that before we fade out. Yeah, let me hit that. You put a big joint. You see this joint? Y'all see this? My man rolled a whole finger.
That's all I smoke. Big doink.
Ooh, shout out for the White Rush. Definitely good. Good company.
Real run.
Yes. I told y'all my 5-point story, man. That's real. What my man tried to pull out of a napkin, that wasn't real. That wasn't real, man. That was headache. That was a headache smoke, man. So I appreciate you coming through, man. Before we fade out, let people know how they can connect with you and how they can link with you, so they can find out when the music drop.
Y'all link with me on everything, all platforms, everywhere. Seddy Hendrix, SEDDYHENDRINX. Hendrix.
Word. Appreciate
Generation 9 Florida boy.
Appreciate you coming through, my G, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
All right, man. Everybody, man, make sure y'all get that. Make sure y'all go cop that LowKey, and make sure you follow my man so you can keep up with everything that he got going on in his movement. And that's Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation, sponsored by Georgia Hemp Company. We out.